What up, my dudes? I'm Alex Mack, part of the ReAction crew, and I'm here with one sexy-looking lady. What up, boo-boo?
What's up, girl? Long time no see, my friend.
I know, it's crazy. How's it down in Texas?
Oh, it's hot down in Texas. And wear your masks. Just wear your masks. That's all that I would like to say about that. Please put on a damn mask.
Absolutely. Masks are very important now more than ever. I'm hoping, I will ask the scratch that. I'm really curious to think if masks are going to be like the new common thing. I remember when I was in China for school that, it would be so common for everyone just to casually wear a mask. Like there'd be fashionable versions of masks like Gucci and, Fendi. They have like designer masks. So I wonder if it's going to be like the new accessory, essentially, not just, for practical use, but fashionable uses as well.
I believe it.
I would
too. I don't think masks are going to go away anytime extremely soon, especially if people are talking about this is something that we have to get used to and it's going to be like a new normal in a weird sort of way. Then we have to get used to having masks, and it would not be a surprise to me if big designers did start making big designer masks.
How much would you pay? What's the most amount of money you would pay for a mask?
$12. I'm not gonna put no, I'm sorry. You couldn't catch me trying to spend $75 on a mask. No, I'm sorry.
Well, I saw it was like it was a designer mask. I can't remember who it was by, but it was very pretty. It was very fashionable. It had like fancy fabrics and all that stuff. It had like I think it was like Chanel or something.
See, I'm not gonna that's not me.
And it wasn't it was like it's cheap because it's cheap for Chanel kind of situation. It was like a little over $200.
Yeah. Like when you go to Tiffany's and you buy like a little charm keychain because it's only like $200 versus something that's like $500 something dollars, like a bracelet. Yeah, exactly.
With Tiffany's. So.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Woo!
Oh man, flashback. How old are we? Oh boy. Look at that. Okay, we are going to be talking about two really awesome competitors. Neither have played in IG. The usual suspects, very own Jeannine, the Machine, is going to be going up against the Quirky Mercs, John Humphries, both of which have never played in IG. And so I'm really excited to kind of see this one going in. Do you have your money placed on either side, Danielle?
I don't know. I am definitely rooting for Jeannine. I want Jeannine to win. I 100% have faith in Jeannine and think she's going to do well in the Inner Geekdom. But also John Humphries has done very well in in what was it? Was it a free for all that he got MVP? Yeah, and he did awesome in that. He's done really well with the Real Rejects in their team matches that they've done this year. And I think that he has potential. It'll be interesting to see what he can do in the Inner Geekdom. But I know that Jeannine studies,
actively.
Yes. I know that she puts in work for the Schmodown. I think anyone who's a fan of Jeannine knows that.
I think you're mispronouncing it, though. It's like more, it's not work, it's work.
Work.
She's putting in the work. Okay. You hear it? It's not just work, it's work. Okay.
Yeah.
Working on my shit. Yeah. So, totally. Not to mention a lot of competitors that she actually works with, Kevin Smets included, has even mentioned, saying Brandon Hanna as well they've all mentioned that she is definitely a force to be reckoned with, going into this season. And we haven't really seen her really succeed amazingly in singles and teams like we hoped. She's always so close. She always does really well, and she is something, and where the other competitor just happens to really come out. But she's a really consistently good competitor. Sometimes these things just happen, but I would be really excited for her to succeed in IG overall. Now, when it comes to John Humphries, what do I know about John outside of being part of one of the longest running teams in Schmodown? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And they're still together, and they managed to stay together throughout Anarchy and the draft. So
Yes, I'm really excited to see, the Quirk Mercs really succeed. Because him and Alba, he also won his first IG match as well. And so it'd be actually kind of weird to see both John and Alba go up against each other because they're
together. They're on different sides of the brackets also. Imagine.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funky. Absolutely.
Wouldn't it?
All right. Okay, Sabrina Ramirez. Okay, Danielle, what the bang?
Sabrina, I swear, I promise. As soon as like they turned me around into the in the mirror, I was like, oh my god, I have Sabrina bangs right now, and I wasn't mad at it. I was not mad at it. So.
I try to get bangs like that because I look at your bangs and I'm like, they're so cute and so beautiful. But if you can't see it, I have this little curl situation. No matter what I do, it's there. Like this, look at that little curl right up there.
I like what it's doing.
But I look like thing is when I try to do it, no matter how much I made it like the hair wet and everything, it straightened it. No matter what, I looked like a Sailor Moon character.
Oh,
like where it looked like this. I looked like a boy band member from '98.
Yeah.
It looks rough. It didn't look cute. But
you look like Jonathan Taylor Thomas in the 90s.
With long hair, yes.
That's what I'm picturing. Like when you say that, like that's what I'm picturing about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, bangs a club. That's for dang sure. Also, okay, so we're gonna be just diving into this match. I'm really excited. I would love to see either competitor win. My heart says Jeannine, but for some reason, my head also says John. It's just I feel like he has so much also untapped potential. So either way, I'd be excited.
Yeah. I'm excited about this match. This is going to be a fun match. This Inner Geekdom tournament so far has been, it hasn't been a whirlwind, but it is really exciting. I think this next round is going to be a little bit more exciting. I think once we see where this tournament is going to start going and start seeing some heavy hitters in this one, it's really going to take a turn. And I am super pumped to see some of the other matches coming in.
Absolutely. And I'm excited to see rookies really thrive again.
Yes.
That's what I really love to see. And so I can't wait to see Sabrina whenever she plays in singles and teams. Girl, you're gonna thrive. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you're playing for the wrong faction, but whatever. I say that of love. I love you, girl. All right, so let's just dive into it. All right, and please let me know if the audio is good.
Yeah.
Is it okay or too loud?
Okay. Just a smidge.
Smidgen loud.
Just a little smidge.
A little smidgen.
Hey.
Just saying, John, the Mad Hatter Humphrey, is giving me some serious Riddler vibes right now, and I'm here for it.
That's such a sultry photo. Like
tournament, yet another match. What a tournament it's been so far. We've got
she's giving me Blue Steel vibes.
Inner Geekdom, following up a great Star Wars tournament. How are you feeling about this match coming up here?
It's just more
Xander Drax.
Star Wars tournament, that now when we get into Inner Geekdom, so many more.
I love that he's been putting all of these different names. Every match that he's in, it's always been a different name.
I appreciate that,
I do too. I like those little attention to details.
Do you know what Xander Drax is a reference to?
No, tell me.
Xander Drax is actually a reference to, I believe, Phantom. The Phantom?
Listen.
With
this season, it's all about the factions.
What's his name?
Made some interesting moves all the way
Billy
around.
something.
Billy
Zane, yes. Billy Zane. I think so.
Glorious one, Sam Levine, former.
Yeah, it is from the Phantom. See?
Champion, was a student of the game, and he became a manager this year. And
thank you, Dean.
To his credit, and I knew his schedule was going to take him out a little bit. Doesn't mean he wasn't involved. He's been very, very involved this entire season. And what did he do? He said he was going to make some big moves, and he made some massive moves. He found himself some big time firepower in Ethan Irwin. He made a trade for him. He got him on the
That's
team.
An aggressive play, which I appreciate.
He went and he got himself Molly Damon in the Star
Are you drinking a White Claw?
And then he made another.
Am I drinking a White Claw?
I have a bottle of wine. I was saving it for ladies' night. I almost opened it. I should have.
We're just getting warmed up,
I know. That's why I got the water. I had the Red Bull. And I got the water.
Raspberry, boo-boo. Raspberry.
Oh, I love the raspberry one. Raspberry and mango. But I love the tangerine. and the watermelon.
Watermelon is like a watermelon to me, like it needs a little bit more or something. It's okay, but not great.
No, I like it. I like the tangerine and the orange. I believe they have an orange one also. I didn't like the lemon so much.
The lemon tastes like ass to me.
Yeah,
like straight up ass, like clean ass, but still ass. You know,
either way, it was ass.
Like,
now that's the one side of the
what is
coin.
that? A
The other side is the Mad Hatter. That's right, John Humphrey, who became
I love his
darling back in
I love him. He's so great.
Yes, absolutely, I agree. He and Greg Alba, their channel, I love to watch their channel. They're really fun to watch. They've done some really cool intros to their reaction videos.
The Mask.
I love John.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh yes, that one with
He's always been a wild card to me. I have no idea what
he's going. There was like 10 masks there.
I know he gives good hugs when we're legally allowed to.
Yes. Now, please, we honestly haven't seen this, and so please do not put down any spoilers or anything in the chat. We'd appreciate it.
Going to see one of those categories show up on the wheel for him today.
Oh, Danny's call sign is Whataburger.
Is that who said that?
No, that's not the case.
Also, another one.
I mean, that's fine, but I think we can come up with a better one.
My call sign is entrapment, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like with Catherine Zeta-Jones and Sean Connery,
yeah,
where there are pretty much art thieves. Because the whole idea is that I'm a mole.
I love that scene though. That
oh yeah, she's like,
that's a big step
like that. Like
Sam's a competitor.
Like
we know that. We've seen that.
Yeah, it's also kind of weird because literally Sean Connery was like 60 something when he made that movie, and Catherine Zeta-Jones was like,
oh no, of course not,
in her mid 30s, but you know whatever. She was like barely older than me.
Yeah, it's very interesting
when she made it, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry, dude, but Sean Connery is my granddad's age. I would never date anyone my granddad's age.
No kink shaming here, Alex. No kink shaming.
No, you know, I screw it. I will kink shame that. Okay. Kink shame. I guess he comes to me like, what the
shame?
He's a great leader. He's a great rallier of team camaraderie.
A kink is not the same as a genuine love as an infection. You can be really turned on by someone, but still not love them, and they could be a kink.
I want to see how we got here, but I will say about Corey Andrew, and don't tell Sam this. Corey's probably my favorite person to deal with on the phone. It's Amanda.
That's true.
Now that the Quirky Mercs getting a lot of love from you.
I feel like this is a conversation saved. I'm so sorry, Kelsey. Where you at, girl? Where you at, girl?
Yeah. Super sorry for anyone who came here to watch stuff about the Schmodown.
I'm sick of me, so let's find out how we got here. Here we go.
Oh man, it's even worse. She was younger than me.
Oh wow, she was younger than both of us. I love this. Oh, Jeannine is crushing it on TikTok, y'all.
So let's do the damn thing for the usual suspects.
Woo!
I don't believe in a no-win scenario.
Get a girl.
Just saying, she was rocking it on TikTok, and I appreciate it. I love it.
Yeah,
I wish I could figure out TikTok.
I was just thinking about the draft.
Oh yeah, Alex.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you guys not realize that she was a 3-league player? You don't make some
that bed. Oh God.
Details.
I know. Look at the kid.
I would be scared to lay on it. I don't want to sit on any of the pillows.
I know.
Weird.
Can we turn these around?
Logan, the Vanisher, fake
Wow.
cat, real cat. You never know the other.
Fake cat, real cat.
John Humphrey.
Cody, you gotta keep from this, man. Remember that free for all a bit ago with John just kind of taking the whole thing by storm.
The free for all, man, that was like 3 years, a month, and several days ago now. She's got a cool nickname. I think
She's got a cool.
We all know I've had a rough go at you.
Yeah, girl.
But I like a new challenge, unlike certain hitmen I used to know.
I am all
Girl,
for
yes.
Humphrey has to be the guy to face her in the first round.
Okay, personality-wise, who would you love to have as your manager? Not talking about like training and not talking about the numbers, like personality-wise, who would you gel with?
Yeah, I think it would be Winston.
Man, I can see that. I can totally see it. I feel like for me it would be have to be coy or Or Sam, honestly.
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, just up to you.
I would feel too intimidated to talk to Sam. I am very self-conscious about that. So, she looks so good. I'm so pumped for her.
Right.
Yes. We're so distracted by her.
There's going to be 2 number ones because John Humphrey and Greg Alba are both winning this whole thing.
Oh, they did it again. I love her.
No. Oh no.
Big deadline coming up at the end of this month.
Oh, dang it. I don't want to get depressed, guys.
I know.
I don't want to think about that right now. I'm already depressed. I don't want to think about more.
As you see, Mark,
I've been in a constant state of depression for the past 3 months.
Managers or the two competitors.
Yesterday I ate
a
box of Cheez-Its.
This is a classic game.
An entire box of Cheez-Its?
Make no mistakes about
An
it.
entire. I was binge watching
this
Hannibal.
Is gonna be a lot of fun because Jeannine
Everyone's
was
talking
I
about
saw what
Hannibal
her
right now,
background
so-
was.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but last time I watched it was when it initially came out, and
so
I
really interesting to see
loved it. I didn't really. I
respective
really loved it just because I love the Hannibal Lecter series, the book series, and I love the movies.
Suspect man himself, Sam Levine.
Not to mention, it's a beautiful, like visually speaking, it's a very beautiful show. The aesthetic and everything is very awesome.
Nice.
And everyone's attractive. You know, that doesn't hurt.
You got to be feeling
Never
confident.
does.
I mean, what's it all? How are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I mean, like I said before, I think it's the greatest gift that I ever got, that I was able to snag Jeannine in the 3rd round of that draft. She is a triple threat player. You can count on one hand the number of players in this league who are triple threat players. So I feel so honored and delighted that Jeannine is playing with the usual suspects. I think she is absolutely going to change some minds about her overall strength as a player in today's match.
All right.
Yes,
excited to see
please.
It. Real
Prove
quick
us wrong.
John Humphrey. We've seen what he can do at the free for all.
Or prove us right, really, actually, now I think about it.
Yeah. Be honest, when you told me, here are my 2 players, it's the real rejects. They're going to be the Energetum guys. I didn't know they had an interest in it. Is John Humphrey going to be a brand new star in the Energetum division?
So it always surprised me that they didn't play in the Energetum, because I find that to be both of their strengths so consistently. When I see what they do well, when we have conversations outside of the game, when we have any sort of like social interaction, it's usually about things within the Energetum. So I just feel like it's a lack of, we just haven't seen it before. It's unprecedented ground. So I'm not worried, and I feel like they bring exactly what I see the Quirky Mercs as being. Like, if there's anyone that's quirky and a mercenary in this game, it's John Humphries. So this is the man I wanted in the Energetum. This is arguably the league that means the most to me. It's the only one I've played in. It's the only one I even have one put in. And it's the only thing that I invested myself in. So I have a lot of investment in the Energetum. As much as I love all of the Schmodown, this is the one
Mr. 0-3.
From the beginning. So for me, John Humphrey's been my guy. Greg Alba's been my guy. When I recruited them, I saw them as triple threats that just haven't had the chance to play yet.
Interesting.
Sam,
I like
I gotta
that.
go to you on this one because I know you're an experienced veteran of the stage. I know you've done stand.
I really enjoy Koi as a manager. I think he does. I think he does a great job at supporting his players and really talking up his players and
I am really curious about his how he is outside of just motivation. Like how is does he train them? Does he work with them? Does he touch up? Hey, how are you? Let's say we don't know. The idea of the manager roles, everyone's a little bit different. Everyone's strategy is a little bit different, and a lot of managers really keep that information to themselves. That's not something they want to really divulge to the public, obviously. So
I thought that I should appeal to the. Okay, so this is.
Absolutely.
It's really kind of an iffy situation.
Listen,
you're going to my heart.
Last question here for you, Sam. You know, you've been every time I see you, whether it's on Backstage or any of the after shows, people ask you. You know, you have a former Inner Geekdom champion that you are engaged to, and that has been one active talking to. It's Kalinowski. No,
it's that. Wow.
But she's been involved. Pushing has been around. She has been active. I remember at the draft, She gave Jeannine a massive hug after you guys drafted her. How involved has Rachel been in the inner geekdom preparation?
Unofficial advisor.
Incredibly
involved.
you know, and it's
To,
not because
usual suspects.
of her allegiance to me.
That's not a bad
it is because
bad person to have in your back
Rachel
pocket.
has always wanted
Definitely.
is more female presence in this league. Something I've always wanted, something you've always wanted, and it is one of her goals to make sure that not just the players on the usual suspects, but all the female players in the league have the basis of knowledge you need to get to that next level.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I consider myself very lucky that she is readily available to all of my players. But again, it's not just me and the usual suspects players that she wants to see succeed and do better. But certainly she and Jeannine have had plenty of study sessions, plenty of good talk. She's given her a lot of great tips. And I think she's invaluable. Not just to me and Jeannine, but to any of the wonderful young ladies in the league who are looking for a little bit of guidance.
Well said. All right, we're about to start this match, but last thing here for you, Coy, before we drop off. Usual suspects and Quirky Mercs in desperate need for some points here. How crucial is this today, and will there be any hard feelings here with Sam?
I'm so invested in this particular match because it's Inner Geekdom, because this has been what I wanted to see John do, because as I was saying before, I'm super invested. And as far as I haven't gotten to play Sam yet this season, so I generally am just excited. I feel like we're both in a must-win scenario, which is where I like to be. I'm a Patriots fan. I'm sorry to all of my fans I just lost. We're a fourth quarter player. This is where I want to be. Brady really shows up late in the game. The Red Sox, we're real good at losing until we win. So I feel like I'm repping Boston by being the underdog in this match that I don't have a locker room guy, but I feel like I'll do okay when this all works out.
Sam, I only hear you say mean things when Boston's brought up. Any thoughts?
You know, look, I could go either way on this match. The points would be nice, but as long as I can get a few pot shots into Boston, sure. Look, here's what it comes down to.
Being from St. Louis,
if we win
kicking
today,
your ass
I
in
think
baseball
it's amazing.
and
I'll
in
be
hockey,
incredibly proud of Jeannine and all the hard work she's put in. And if we
Bruins,
lose, I'm going to take an
suck
axe
it.
to this wall, and you will never see it again.
Like the shining itself. All right. Thank you to Coy and to Sam. Good luck, gentlemen. Looking forward to the match. All right, here they're going to drop these guys out here. All right.
They seem just as curious as we do as to how their competitors are going to perform here today.
Stop Blues.
Confident. I think they're both confident, but of course, they've never played before in this division, so they're excited for them. I believe that they've been prepping them, and now it all comes down to this. Mark, are you ready?
I am ready. Is John Humphrey and Jeannine, are they going to be Jared Stidham or are they going to be Tom Brady? We're about to find out. Say the words, Christian.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia schmodown.
Let's do this.
Introducing first, representing the Quirky Mercs, making his schmodown Inner Geekdom debut. He is the 2017.
I feel like this is actually kind of perfect considering who they're representing.
MVP, the Mad Hatter, John Humphries. Wait, that's just a board. That's just a board with a Quirky Merc. There he is, ladies.
I feel like I had to make some kind of entrance.
Look at this. I love this.
Corner of this room.
I think John is fantastic. I love him.
I do too. I do.
So wonderful.
Yes.
I am nervous but excited because, as terrified as I must have come across in the pregame, we're ready to play. And I think Coy is right, if I may speak confidently. Greg and I, we take in, Marvel, DC, all this geek stuff all day. And I feel like even if I don't do great today, I feel like
way to talk about your strengths, my dude. Let's calm that down. Okay.
John, I want to ask you because you got
That's the manager and Alex.
Let's knock that down a few pegs. Let's be quiet.
Her manager
Which one would you choose? Are you going acoustic or are you going that more Darth
Strengths,
Maul electric
weaknesses.
one?
I would have to go with the Darth Maul electric one. I mean, it's no contest.
Can you
It actually does really. Then they talk about their strengths and weaknesses in pre-interviews. It's like, what are you doing?
Good luck to
Opponents
you, my
in
friend.
a
We'll see you
spinner's
in just a
choice.
second.
Why?
And his opponent, representing the usual suspects, making her Inner Geekdom debut. you.
Wait, has John played in IG?
Jeannine.
No.
Okay. I don't remember them saying.
They did. They did.
Okay.
Jeannine the Machine. I love
Get it,
art.
girl.
I love it. Good.
Thank you.
The setup back there. Look at that setup. Are you excited?
Why, thank you. I'm very excited. It's definitely something new, but I was super excited for this challenge. So
I would love to
Jeannine,
see her
that glove
thrive
will
when it comes to
remind you,
IG.
Christian, I have the power glove. You're probably
I
too
really,
young to
really
remember
would.
that great
Yeah.
apparatus that came with the original Nintendo. Have you ever put one on? It feels amazing.
I have not, but this comes pretty close. I would think. I would hope.
It's absolutely great. Now, Jeannine, talking to your manager about it, and obviously you've been asked questions about it. Look, you've said it. I can't remember what show. It might have been The Rundown. You were on, and they were asking you about the Inner Geekdom, and you said, look, man, I hang out with some Inner Geekdom ballers. I hang out with Smets, my well, not necessarily co-manager, but advisor, if you will. Rachel Cushing is one of the greatest Inner Geekdom players of all time.
Truth.
And then Brandon Hanna and you used to have a relationship, so obviously you help him study for stuff.
What a loser.
You've been involved in the Inner Geekdom. Are you? Is this somewhere that maybe you haven't flexed your muscles yet?
Yeah, I mean, in kind of helping other Inner Geekdom players study, I've kind of found that I had a pretty strong base to begin with, and just some other things I really needed to work on. And kind of with everything going on right now, I knew this would probably be the only time I'd have to really kind of invest that time into it. And, I've had a rocky road with singles, so I felt like, this is my third year. It's time to delve into something new and really challenge myself and push myself. So I was ready for it. I'm not
Yes,
shy.
lady. Yes.
I'm not afraid of hard work. So I was definitely ready to put myself into this.
Let's
Glad to have
go.
you. And now we're going to bring back John Humphrey here as they share the screen together. Mark, we get into round number 1. How's it work?
Round number 1, kids. That's right. We are
Uno.
here. It is just about time. Round number 1 in the Inner Geekdom format features 10 questions from 10 different corners of movie trivia schmodown, Inner Geekdom filled know-how. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. As soon as we ask the question, please use whatever writing utensil you have handy and whatever writing tablet you have handy. And please write down your best attempt at the answer within that 15-second window. As soon as we address you by name, please reveal what you wrote on your tablet to your camera. At the same time, you verbalize your answer into the microphone. You each have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. If you're not sure you heard a question right, you want to buy yourself some time for dramatic purposes, use the JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used by your manager.
You need to have a little skull by your desk. That way, next time he goes for dramatic purposes, you can just pull out the skull and just do like the Shakespeare pose.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, let me see if I can pretend that this is okay.
Let's do this.
Wait, no, it doesn't extend.
Let's get ready to
Oh wait, or I can
showdown.
just I can pull this
Here we
out
go.
temporarily.
We're going to go 10 questions. Round number 1. We start with the first
Drama,
one.
right?
Drama. The MCU. Which member of S.H.I.E.L.D. is tasked with tracking down the Hulk at the beginning of 2012's The Avengers?
I don't know this.
You talk about a thankless job, Christian.
I'm
If somebody
gonna
came to you and was like, here's
say
$10 million, go find the Incredible Hulk.
No, member of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm sorry, I read that
I'd
question
probably
wrong.
look
Member
for
of
him in the
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Five,
So I'm going to say Agent Coulson
four,
because that's the only.
Oh.
1. Pens down.
I'm
We
gonna go
start with
Black
John
Widow.
Humphrey.
Natasha Romanoff.
I was right.
And Jeannine.
I don't know. Okay.
Told
So
you.
this is
That's
why.
correct. We're
I
going to
don't-
go 1
Told you.
point apiece. All right,
Yeah.
next question, Mark.
Your next question is in the world of Star Wars. Remember our tournament? It was a lot of fun.
Star
Check it out. The
Wars.
question: what is the name, the first name of Anakin Skywalker's mother?
Did you say to me?
Oh, I know this.
It was.
I don't
not
know
about
this
your
one.
I
mom.
do.
It wasn't?
No,
I'm
but
gonna
I
know
bet
it when I hear it,
Anakin got
but I do
teased
know
about
this.
that quite a bit.
And 5,
I don't want to look at the chat because I know
4,
the chat's gonna say
3,
if I don't get to
2,
it.
1. We start with Jeannine.
Shmi?
Shmi, yes.
Correct. And John?
I never heard of that name in my
Almost,
entire
I
life.
wrote Anna Queen.
Anna
Anna Queen.
I love that.
Anna Queen
Yeah,
is
Leo.
not right.
There we go. Yep.
Uh,
Ryan.
Okay,
Yep.
that makes
Got it.
total sense.
The spelling is SHMI, but that's kind of sound, it's close enough in sound. We're gonna give Jeannine the
It is phonetically
all right,
correct.
next question. All
I believe so. I'm pretty sure
so
that's how
we
you
go
it's
to
pronounced
number
Shmi,
3,
but I don't
Middle Earth.
think so.
Dominic Monaghan plays what character in Lord
Mm.
of the Rings films?
Yeah, Christian, John brings
How did I know
that's
the
an
name
interesting
of
point. Why, like,
I think
wouldn't you
so.
assume Anakin's mom is just named Anne?
Yeah, it should be. You would think.
Kin of Anne, but she went with Shmi.
Well, it's like she's a Peter Pan fan. I don't know.
Is that George Lucas being tired?
4.
Why can't I even think of any of their names right now?
1.
Is it Mary?
Hands down, please. And John.
He's Mary.
Yeah.
Mary. Ha.
Mary is correct. And Machine.
Mary.
There we go. Machine has not missed. 3 to 2.
Can we get that trending,
All right,
Danny?
Move on
And
to
a
your
queen.
Next category, that is in the world of DC movies. DC movies could be anything as far back as the first Superman movie. We're actually going to go with Superman Returns. In that film, Superman Returns, who plays Richard White, Perry's nephew and Lois's new fiance?
This was a very what's the word I'm looking for? I think kind of a dull move.
Yeah,
I've never seen this
when you hear
movie,
the
to be
John
honest.
Williams score when he's hanging out on the airplane, that's awesome.
5, 4, 3, 2, and
Oh, I
1.
got
Pens
it.
down. Jeannine.
Ty Burnell.
James Marsden.
That is
Oh,
correct. And John.
Oh dang! I wrote James Caan.
Oh, wow.
I thought of the actual Superman 2 when you said Superman Returns. Damn,
It's a
I went
different
wrong
movie.
here and everything.
Different movie. James Caan in that role would be very interesting, but I don't think it would fit. Bad casting. All right, next question. Marvel films. To impress Mary Jane, what does Peter Parker plan on buying with the money he will receive from winning a wrestling match in Spider-Man?
Can you imagine Lois introducing her family to her new fiance played by James Caan? Hey, this is my guy, Sonny.
A little old for you?
a car?
That's what that was my
5, 4,
my first
3,
reaction to it was a car,
2,
but
1. Pens down,
I
please.
don't know.
And we start with who we start with here? Sorry, John.
I wrote a Mustang or a super sweet car.
That works. And Jeannine.
Okay.
A car.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, Jeannine the Machine. She's perfect so far, Mark. 5 to 3.
Wow, that's right. Kicking ass,
It
girl.
certainly is, and this next category has been known to fell some Intergeekdom competitors, and that is the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
At the end of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, who was awarded 10 points for the bravery of standing up to their friends?
I know that one also.
Miss Neville Longbottom.
The best glow up.
Look at who got new toys.
What happened?
It's more than just a glow up. It's a straight up
5,
hot up. It's the hottest of hot ups.
3,
Goodness. Neville Longbottom.
1. Pens down, please.
It's sweating.
And we start with Jeannine.
Neville Longbottom.
Yes. And John.
Longbottom.
Also put Neville
If you have
And
your
now
tinfoil
here
hats
comes the
on,
tip of
y'all,
the machine.
Neville Longbottom is
Still with the lead
actually
here as we get to our next question.
the chosen
I'm
one.
just as okay as Boy at Hope.
I remember reading in the books. That's thinking that was my theory.
Yeah,
Star Trek. Star Trek is our next one.
that's my
Who
can.
plays Takeru Sulu in 2009's Star Trek?
What's his
You
name?
and I
Look
saw
at
this,
it.
and we both walked out of the theater like, "Holy crap! Us Star
Okay, I
Wars
think I
fans
got it.
like the Star Trek movie. Who would have thought?"
Remember who we saw?
I don't.
I'm gonna feel bad if that's not his last name.
Isn't
but-
it
Is that
Zoe
the-
Saldana?
2,
Tom Connolly.
1.
I don't know.
Hands down.
Why am I
And
thinking?
we
I'm
go
totally
with,
thinking of the
John.
wrong.
John Cho.
Yes, it
That's
is.
okay.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's
I'm
what I was
thinking
thinking of.
characters.
You said Zoe Saldana, and I was like, hold on, wait.
Jeannine the Machine
I don't
has
know any of the
not
characters. I have no clue.
8 to 6. Humphrey, though,
I
only
think
down
of
by 2 as we
Hikaru
find
as
ourselves
a
into question
feminine name
number 8,
though,
Mark.
because of Kingdom
was-
Hearts.
So just
Zulu,
remain in
because
suspense
that's
as we
usually
saw
what
the
they
movie
say.
with your
I
category.
I wouldn't know.
You've been cheating on
I
me?
really wouldn't
Okay,
know.
your category in the world of the DCEU. And that question, according to 2017's Justice League, the Whedon cut, what triggered the reactivation of the mother boxes?
Sounds like
Um,
an 80s show that would have been on MTV. Motherboard.
I watched this the other day to just
There's so
because I
many
got
ways
HBO
to
Max, so
read
I was
that.
trying to catch up on
I'm
DC. They
out.
have DC movies on there.
1.
I've
Pens down,
never
please.
watched
And
I don't remember.
Don't have it.
don't have it. All
I
right,
don't
so
know.
next,
I think
John.
I think I put it on too
Resurrection
late.
of Superman.
Looking for the death of Superman.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big
Death of
difference.
Superman.
He had to die to
Yeah.
get resurrected.
I thought. Well, the thing is with Superman's death, I thought they
You're
were
in the- you're
triggered
in the neighborhood.
before he
All right,
died.
so
I
Machine
think I
is
thought-
I thought they were like
one.
already being triggered. Yeah.
5.
I do not.
Now
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I can see
Heroes
that for
and
sure, though.
villains.
Oh,
in how many films
Villain
in the
question.
X-Men franchise did Michael
shoot.
Fassbender appear as Magneto?
Jeannine's in this contest, Christian.
I want to say
actually own a couple of her pieces.
4 or
centered
5.
around Batgirl.
I
Check out Jeannine's artwork.
I feel like that would be a safe guess for me because I don't know that.
John
Sure.
is talented.
I don't think that I could name.
I'm going with 5. I'm going
Movie.
5.
1.
wanna
Pens
go
down,
4.
please. And we start with John.
4.
Gosh darn
That is
it.
correct. Jeannine.
4.
Son of a bitch.
There we go. So Jeannine.
San Antonio.
only makes one. You got that one. 9-7. 9-7 because Humphrey
I
got
gave
it
you that
as well.
answer.
9-7 as we get to our final question, round number 1.
And that is in the category of mixed bag. Reach your
Bag?
hand deep in the mixed bag. Could be DC, could be Marvel, could be a Hobbit. Who knows what the hell is in there? Your question for a point. What comic book movie has the following cast? Bruce Willis, Jessica Alba.
Oh, I know.
Rourke,
I know.
Rosario Dawson, and
I know.
Clive Owen.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
I just see Clive Owen.
I don't know if
saw him
I don't know if I got it for sure. This is I
He
feel
I
like
got
was
it.
in this season of
I
Curb
got
Your
it.
Enthusiasm.
Look at
This,
that.
okay.
And
I'm just
five,
gonna.
Jim and John,
I'm just
great.
gonna go.
3, 2, 1. Jeannine,
Sin City.
Sin City.
Sin City.
you get it. And John,
Yep, Sin City.
we see ourselves 9-7. What a first round for
I
two
have 6
competitors who
points.
have not
Good
played
job. I've
in
not
Intergeekdom
before.
before. You got to give it up to
I
John
don't know.
Humphrey, but
I think
really
I probably
solid.
maybe
Proud of you
like
on Jeannine
4.
here as she opens up big.
Just
with
saying,
those,
Jeannine is
2
doing
big points here, but
fantastic.
I'm gonna
Rush it out.
throw
Look,
John
she got a
Rushing
9
out.
and throw him out and bring in Sam as we get into the rules of round number 2.
Girl,
Here we go,
so
Mark.
so excited for
that's
you.
right,
So
Christian.
proud of
We're
you.
about half
Kicking
the
ass,
numbers
taking
for
names.
Jeannine So far,
Let's keep
see
this
how
going.
It fares in round
Doing
number
great.
2, where she'll be using her electronic hand to spin an electronic wheel. It's back, ladies and gentlemen. It's better than ever. It's smooth and it features 12 different wedges.
Ten.
Hey, boo
We
boo.
also have opponent's choice and spinner.
Look at that.
choice.
You got
That's
the perfect
category
10.
seldom
Well
defined
done. Well
because
done.
This is Inner Geekdom. Competitors
10.
will be asked 5 questions.
I'm not sure. I've only
Point.
seen one Star
No
Trek
penalty for
movie,
missing a
so I'm
question.
not making any
However,
assumptions. I
stealing
just
is available
don't like
in
Quentin
round number
Tarantino
2. So if
as
you're not
a
sure of the
scriptwriter,
answer,
but
ask
you
us
know,
for multiple
that's just me.
choice. We'll give
That's
you
just
4
me.
options, one of which we promise is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Christian, both competitors retain their 3 usages of the JTE rule and their challenge.
Well done, Ben.
At the
Ben.
wheel to point out that it's a
Well
sponsored
done.
wheel, ladies and gentlemen, and that is sponsored
Definitely
by
beating
none other
me.
than First Rate Nate. How about a hand,
First Rate
everybody? Wherever
Nate?
you're watching
What a
this,
great Nate.
make it loud for
That's a great
First
name.
Rate Nate. You can check him out. And if you want to check out the Patreon, if you want to maybe have my name saying your name on a Schmodown, select which tier is right for you. I recovered just fine. Nate's preferred wheel slices today were Star Wars and Middle Earth. Once again, First Rate Nate, you are first rate in my book.
All right, because Jeannine, you have yourself a lead here. You can choose to go first, or you can defer, and we can bring back John and Coy. Let's you speak it out.
All right,
your manager
girl.
if you want.
Let's see how she
Jeannine,
goes.
we've discussed this, but as always, the decision is yours. What would you
Well,
like
I
to
mean,
do?
we heard it from Jen in the earlier match.
I feel
All right, you're gonna
bad.
defer, all right? Well,
As a
thank you,
manager,
Jeannine.
I
Thank
pretty
you,
much
Sam. We're
don't
gonna drop
give
you
my
guys out for
competitors a
just
choice.
second
I
here.
make
We're
the
gonna bring
choice
in
for them.
these 2 characters.
Going
Here we go.
You
All
are
right,
going
so we're
second.
gonna bring the wheel
You are
up
going
here.
first.
Boy and John.
It's
Boy can
just like-
discuss with John after he spins.
Like, and I do the
after he gets
look,
first
like-
spin in here. Here we go.
I'm sorry. Did you, what was your decision? I'm sorry. It's your decision. No,
We
it's
don't know
not.
what he's good at, what he's bad at. We have no idea.
Challenge. No, they made the wrong choice.
Wizarding World.
Yeah.
Let's
See.
keep Wizarding World. I'm down.
Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
decision.
Coy, are you okay with that?
I agree. It's definitely, yep.
All right.
I
then let's
fully
listen to
support
you.
your
All right.
I really do enjoy watching people
Out of here. And now,
for Harry
John
Potter.
Humphrey will be
It's a very
answering
difficult
questions from the
category to
Wizarding World
ace
here.
for
Mark,
sure.
you ready to, ask
Also,
questions
Jeannine should be
to-
on screen. There she is. I am surprised
All right.
he decided to stick with this one, but at the same time, after seeing him play in DC,
it's actually- that's made by,
play some of the questions in
our own David B.
DCU and
That's not
everything.
Harry Potter
He
music.
didn't do as well as I thought he would have,
Other mean guitar
considering
player
some of the
John Humphrey
categories.
is about to
Like,
have
that should have been in
5
his
questions
wheelhouse.
the Wizarding World. John, your first question.
So maybe he
2
has
points
some
or 1 if you
serious
ask for
secret
multiple choice.
strengths for
Hold on a
sure.
second. Hold on.
See?
Yeah, there we go. We brought her back. Just want to make sure that Jeannine is back. Jeannine, so just want to remind everybody during John's questions, if everybody can keep their hands up there. Thank you so much. And Sam, here we go. Next.
That's what I would be doing. Like I would just be like,
let out of my dungeon underneath the stairs.
I'm sorry. Are you trying to dispute me?
First question of 5. What creature do Harry bond over both being able
It's like
to
the look from the new guy.
Phoenix?
Remember that?
what is it?
Thestral. Yeah, being able to see Thestrals, the animal.
That was a good one. That's a good pull to have that fast.
Next question. In the Wizarding world, in the Crimes of Grindelwald, which beast does Newt use to help him track Tina when they arrive in Paris?
I can pick it out. I know what it looks like. I don't know what the name is.
I did not watch this movie.
Or when tracking something in Paris.
Wow.
This is so much better without a crowd and energy in the room. This is great.
I know. You finally have one of these big, huge games. Like, I know a lot of stuff. And it's just like me and Ellis cheering you on.
Oh, yeah, it's still intimidating, though. It's good.
Don't worry. I'm pretty sure somewhere first-rate Nate is going crazy watching this, so that's good. Your next question, John, this is your third of 5. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, who finds Harry in Nocturne Alley and helps him get out?
Oh, I've seen the movie forever.
I'm sure we're secrets.
He's still perfect in round number 2.
Whammy.
I was paying attention to the chat. I was listening.
All right, John, your penultimate question in the Wizarding world. What is the name ghost of House Slytherin?
Oh, that I have no clue.
Man, I don't know this. It's Baron.
Bloody Baron?
It is the Bloody Baron. That sounds like a delicious.
I feel like that was asked. I feel like that was a 3 or 5 pointer question asked last season or something.
Amazing.
I feel like that was.
If anyone is doing the Lord's work and going through and listing questions that they've asked and knows like what questions they've asked,
indeed.
Oh my God,
Lords.
In the Half-Blood Prince, who makes an unbreakable vow?
Lucius's wife.
Narcissa.
Narcissus, yes.
Draco's mother.
Christian, you had a perfect round number 2. That is good for 10.
Wow, perfect round 2 and the Wizarding.
Whammy! I'm so excited for him. That was like really fantastic.
Were we wrong? Because the Harry Potter stuff that we've seen people go through, they've been doing okay in it. Were we wrong in our assumption that Harry Potter is harder than we thought, or do you feel like people are
those? Okay, individually, I feel like those were kind of easier questions, to be honest. However, you're not wrong. Yeah, I guess that's like a real strength of his that we just had no clue about.
Nice.
The wheel communicating with Jeannine's right hand.
Ooh, Star Trek.
Star Trek.
I'll spin again.
Okay.
That's a lot of movies.
Whatever you get here, gotta go with.
I know in and out.
Yeah.
Unless it's the Wizarding world. What is this, your first time playing, Christian?
Well done. And of course, it's going to land on it, isn't it? No, DCEU.
Ooh.
All right.
That's fewer movies, deeper cuts.
All right, we're going to drop Sam out, and we're going to bring back John. Here we go. Jeannine, you have 5 questions in the world of DCEU. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Question 1. Clark Kent goes by what fake name when he meets Lois Lane in the icy region of Canada in Man of Steel?
Oh, I have no clue.
I don't either.
I haven't seen Man of Steel since theaters.
I've never seen Man of Steel.
Is it A, Joe?
DC, I don't watch any of those movies.
B,
oh, for some reason, Kurt is calling out to me.
Joe?
That's correct for 1 point.
Okay. Cool.
All right, here's the second one. When young Darla turns into an adult superhero at the end of Shazam, what is her primary metahuman ability?
Which one's Darla? Is Darla the older girl or the younger girl?
Didn't watch Shazam either.
Shazam's great.
Yeah, no, I've heard nothing but good things about it. So, and I can watch it because I do believe that it is on HBO Max.
D, super speed.
So it's super speed or super strength?
Super strength.
It's incorrect. John, the
super speed.
Are A, super strength. B, invulnerability. C, super breath. D, super speed.
Super speed?
That's correct for a 1 point steal.
I remember. Yeah.
All right, here is question number 3. By what nickname do the British refer to the scientist that creates chemical weapons for the Germans in Wonder Woman?
Ooh, I feel like hold on.
A, Dr. Gas. B, Dr. Poison. D, Dr. Terror, D, Ms. Poison?
Dr. Poison?
No, I think it's Dr. Gas.
Dr. Poison.
1 point.
Oh.
All right, Chris. She's multiple choices her way around this round. Okay, she could really use a couple 2-point hits to close it out.
All right, so we're getting to question number 4. In Aquaman, who voices the Brine King?
Which one's the Brine King?
Jaimin Hansu.
It's incorrect for the steal.
Repeat the question.
It's your first one. In Aquaman, who voices the Brine King?
Jermaine Clement.
John Rhys Davies.
Oh.
Is that
Some difference?
I don't know what that is.
True. All right, here's
I
the final
feel like I
question
do.
here.
I feel that like the name sounds familiar.
In this round.
Yeah, I know there's Jonathan Rhys
There we go.
Myers. I remember that.
In Justice League,
John Rhys Davies.
which member of the League accidentally shoots at Superman after he has come back to life, prompting him to attack the group?
Oh, Cyclops.
Okay, I believe you.
He's naturally his arm. He's like, no, I can't control it. Stop, and he's like, oh no.
5.
Yeah, had that moment.
4.
I believe you.
Yeah,
That's correct for 2 points.
Cyborg, not
All right,
Cyclops.
at
oh my gosh.
The end of round number 2.
Whoops, I'm
John
so
Humphrey,
sorry.
Because
I
of
love
his excellent round, sees himself within 5. Here it is 18-13, 5 points as we get into round number 3. That was a big 2-pointer by Jeannine, gets herself within 5. But it is now the third and final round. Mark, how does it go?
That's right. And who would have thought that we'd be saying that John Humphrey is a 5-point lead after what we saw in round number 1? Here we are, but Jeannine's still primed to come back because
Wow.
points a competitor could get in round number 3. This is the final round.
Interessante.
Here's how it works. Each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers can
I know
1 to
Cyclops is an
15. Each number
X-Men, you
corresponds to a
weenie.
different corner of
You
movie
knew what I
trivia,
meant.
Schmodown, Inner Geekdom know-how. Your first question is
Weenie.
3 points. Your last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 big
You
points.
testicular individual.
There's no stealing in round number 3. John Humphrey.
You're an L7 weenie.
Oh my gosh.
Over to
yes.
you. We're going to get your
You've
3
never had a
numbers
s'more?
first. So from 1
Some more
to
of what?
15,
I've never
what
had
feels
any.
the luckiest?
What can I have some more of?
That deer, that wimpy deer.
14 for John and for Jeannine.
No.
9 for Jeannine and Sheen.
The Sultan of Swats.
First of all, we're just going to bring in both the managers here, Boy and Sam. Anything you'd like to say to your competitors before we begin round number 3?
I
Start with Sam.
will always love that movie. That movie will
I
have
mean, do not let the fact that
someone told me
very
not,
lucky
so,
wheels
I don't know why I
affect
said
you.
someone told
We
me.
are back
I
to
saw on this episode of
multiple
overrated
categories, which seems to be a big
childhood
weakness for him,
movies.
so go get him, Jim.
And
All
that
right,
movie
Boy.
came up, and I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Because I will.
Play.
Yeah,
I
That's
see
such a
exactly
fun
where your
movie.
math came in that first round. You've been playing like a champion from the jump. I have no lack of faith in your ability in this last round, and I'm so impressed with that pot of knowledge. So let's bring it back for this final round and win it.
All right, so we're going to drop Coy and Sam out. Thank you, gentlemen. Here we go. Round number 3. Going to start with Jeannine.
Número tres.
Jeannine, you took category number 2. Category number 2. Back to the Future. In the first film, George McFly calls Lorraine his what when he means to say destiny?
For
Density.
Density is correct for 2 points.
Good
All
girl. You.
Tie it.
That's a cute
And
answer.
avoid the TKO. You have category number 6 here, Jeannine. Category number 6. Who said it? Quotes. Which Batman actor said, "You see, I'm both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Not because I have to be, now because I choose to be."
Oh.
Val Kilmer.
Correct for 3 points. TKO.
Oh, at the end
avoided,
of
and
the movie.
it
Yeah.
is now only going to
Accurate.
be either.
It was in my mind's eye.
On 3 points. 4 points are off the table. All right, so here we now get to John Humphrey. Mark, he chose category number 2.
He chose category number 3, Christian. But you are right. It is his 2-point question. So his 2-pointer, John, this will give you the lead back over Jeannine the Machine and your question. In the world of the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, who directed Iron Man 3?
Shane Black.
Shane Black.
2 points. He's back on top, Christian.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeannine in this position now. She has her 5-pointer. She has to hit it in order to stay in the game and force it back to John. If she hits it, John's got his 3. If she misses, John Humphrey has advanced to the next round, and the Quirky Mercs will have themselves a victory, Mark. All right, Jeannine. Here we go. Category number 9, Jeannine. And you find yourself once again in the DCEU. Here we go. The DCEU character, Christopher Weiss, is better known as what?
Huh?
The DCEU.
Like,
Christopher Weiss. I don't know this question.
I don't understand the question. Are they asking for his nickname?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Yeah, I bet that's what it is. And Stardew in the chat, all of the older Batmans, yes, I've watched every single Batman movie except for these newer after Ben Affleck. The last Batman that I watched was what's his name?
I don't understand.
5, 4, 3.
Oh, his.
1.
Repeat the question.
Second one.
Get it, girl.
DCEU character Christopher Weiss.
I think this is a really weirded word because I'm seeing the answer in the chat, and so it's if that's the case, so it's what DCEU character Chris. Okay, so the DCEU character Christopher Weiss goes by what nickname?
Yeah,
within
your last one.
This universe.
The DCEU character Christopher Weiss.
Is that from Suicide Squad? Okay, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Slipknot, yeah. He's like the first Suicide Squad member to get killed because he tried escaping.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Black Mask.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Mad Hatter, John Humphrey. We're looking for Slipknot. Slipknot was the answer. Slipknot. So John Humphrey finds himself with the victory here.
Holy shnikes. Both Quirky Mercs' competitors are on to the second round in.
No, not because Greg's was a play-in match, right?
Oh, that's right. It was like a qualifying match. I stand corrected. You're right.
Unbelievable. He finds himself down in the first round, has an incredible second round, and finds himself with the victory here. 2018. How you feeling about the Mad Hatter?
I said he was an Intergeekdom player. I said we were a pressure team. I said when it counts is when we come to play, and I knew that he knew this stuff. And I knew as soon as I let the pressure off, I knew as soon as I let him play, the game itself would give him the pressure he needed. Every single thing, I could hear where he got the questions he got wrong, and I knew exactly the ones, like the training he's done, the prep he's done. I'm so endlessly proud of every single member of my team, and they've all done admirably. And this is where I wanted to put John from the moment I recruited him. I'm so months in the making, a pandemic making this months in the making, and now digitally proud of this man.
Digitally proud of this
John,
man.
I gotta ask you something.
Proud.
Usually,
I am digitally proud.
How nervous were you for your play?
But I'm not
like
digitally
there's a lot of pressure
proud.
on you to get a point for the Quirky Mercs. So, did you feel added pressure from a normal Schmodown just because you knew that you had an entire faction?
You're not to be, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was kind of a thing where it's like, I know I got to show up for the faction, and the Intergeekdom is a lot more specialized, and there are some blind spots that I do have, so I did not come in with
the man does.
A lot of steadiness in my gait. But at the same time, everybody on the team has been really supportive, and Mara sent me a really nice, long sort of supportive sort of, here's kind of what to mindset to put yourself in. And between her and Coy, and Coy's energy alone, kind of makes me feel like I can do anything. It's like a vial of Felix Felicis from Harry Potter, you might say.
It sounds like John's got Harry Potter's the strength.
I see what I'm picking up what you're putting down, my dude. I do.
Put up a hell of a fight there. In the first round, she had you. And then, who knew that you were going to be that good in the Wizarding World besides you, obviously. Yeah. But, I mean, you impressed a lot of people here, and now you find yourself advancing to the next round.
And then, Coy, John's talking about how your energy alone is infectious, and it really gets through to the entire faction. what is it about your energy that you think is inspiring your players to really want to not just win for themselves, but become part of something bigger?
Well, from the beginning, I've been saying that I recruited them all because I wanted them to enjoy the game. It's about the enjoyment of both the entrances and the actual gameplay and how good this feels. And I recruited each of them for a different reason. What really excites me about this game is I know I'm not good at it, but I know they are. So it's really fun for me to show the people that are so good at something how they can like hone their very specific craft. Like, I'm excited to see people excited, and I live excited as I possibly can. Like, even during quarantine, the sun is shining, the world is great, everything could be way worse. I'm thrilled just to have something where this is an internationally recognized sport. When I was in high school, I hid how nerdy I was, and now I'm nerding out internationally and getting to corral a bunch
internationally.
I love how enthusiastic he is about all of this.
I'm flattered. So all I try to do is be a mirror to their greatness.
Man's level energy, definitely up there. Not kidding. Okay, guys, I need your opinion. I'm in several fantasy leagues, and I have Mara on my my group essentially.
Congratulations.
Oh, okay.
Should I drop her or no?
Chat, let her know.
I want to know y'all's opinion because technically she is deactivated, but Harloff has mentioned, well, it just depends on how she feels, and I don't know. And because I'm second from last place, and I'm in desperate need of points. So,
how many leagues are we in together? Are we just in the
one? Just the C2A one, I think.
You're not in the generals one?
No, they asked. They asked me to be a part of it, but I'm already in 3 leagues. I already get confused.
A little bit, you gotta be.
I'm already like mixed them up. There's some of them where I have like a person in my league, but not another one, and I just get them mixed up. So I'm like, no.
My roster basically looks the same across the leagues that I'm in.
Jealous.
I have Andrew Guy in every single one of my rosters.
As part, okay, so as part of the same fantasy league, don't. Okay. He's also in my fantasy league, right?
Yeah, just something that I thought.
Yeah, it's a memory. Yeah, if she plays
as strong as I thought it was.
Or just
Sam, any
wait until next year. I'm not sure.
I know you, and I can tell you're super proud of Jeannine, but you told me she was going to be really good. 9 points in the first round, coming out firing. 9 points in the first round.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Second in the second round, or you stay standing?
Absolutely not. I know that it's always the correct strategic move, no matter what anyone else.
She's definitely. I feel like she deserves to be in the conversation of the between second and third round pick. Absolutely.
How much stronger she is overall as an IG player. And with all due respect to her opponent today, John Humphrey, I think this match was 100% decided with a very lucky round 2 wheel spin from John and a very unlucky wheel spin for Jeannine. It can happen to any player of any strength. Like, I would never tell you I know all the action movies, but if it lands on Die Hard movies, I'm going to look like John Humphrey did in round 2.
Very true. Very true. Not a good week for suspects. Both Jeannine and Jen have been eliminated from round 1.
Obviously knows those.
That's rough. That's rough.
Yep.
And then it was 2 not great wheel spins for my stellar player Jeannine. There were any number of slices on that wheel she could have landed on that would have kept that game absolutely as tight as it was. If not, in round 1, she probably would have gone 5 for 5, and then it really would have come down to round 3. And I can't tell you how proud I am of her for nailing her 2 and 3 pointers to make sure that she avoided that TKO. I can't understate how important that was and how great I felt for her for doing that. I'm sorry that we won't get to see how well Humphrey would have done in his 3-pointer and 5-pointer. I think this would have been a real exciting match if round 2 hadn't been so lopsided on the luck factor. But in no way does that take away from how proud I am of Jeannine and how kick ass I know she is in the IG field. And the only bummer that I feel is I know this was the first round of this tournament, so the tournament is going to take a while. But I know that she wants to get back in IG as soon as possible, and I want to see her in another match. And hey, maybe Humphrey will play her in a rematch somewhere down the road.
That was my question. Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
My question for Jeannine would simply be, we saw 2 very capable transfers from either singles or teams into the world of Intergeekdom, which is a very tough thing to do. So Jeannine, as you think about who you might be facing or what even league you might be facing them in down the road, is there one league that you're like, no, that's the one that I think I want to specialize in? Is there one league that you really want to have your next match in between all three?
I'm kind of excited for teams. We're still kind of talking about how that's going to work out. But I really didn't get to have the run with Ethan that I wanted in teams. And so I would love to kind of focus on that. But I loved.
Who do you want Jeannine to team up with?
Honing in on skills. And
I would have to see
so I would
who is in her faction, to be honest.
Oh, I'm excited
because I really want Ethan to go with Guy.
I know how hard. I know how. I think that, look, every player, your manager,
but anyone would be lucky to be with her.
Bumps, and you're like,
so my money is
you're
on,
right, and then you see people like Sam and
Robert,
and Ben Bateman,
Montano,
and they're holding belts,
or Matt actually,
because that was a hell of a tell the work that you put in there,
because I think she's really great strategically. Her knowledge needs to improvement. I mean, but who doesn't? But I think Matt actually is like the opposite right now.
I don't think that I ever really put Robert in contention for that, and that makes a lot of really good sense.
TKO possible.
I like that a lot.
For the Quirky Mercs, because Jeannine hit her 2 and her 3, forcing
I really like that
TKO range.
Yeah, the usual suspects doing all they can. And, Christian, in the case of both these teams going into today's match, to use a phrase that you're familiar with, we're both grasping at straws for any sort of points they could have managed. So hats off to the Quirky Mercs. This is one that if you play it back and you ran it back, if you're on the basketball blacktop, you say, let's run it back, you have no idea how it's going to, play out. But I do... Anytime you can be like John Humphrey and bring such a specialized knowledge of a particular Intergeekdom category to this division, it just means that you're always a threat. So I don't think anybody watching this match today who is in this playoff tournament is going to be taking that guy lightly.
No, I agree. I mean, I didn't know what he knew, and he clearly now. That's the one thing, though, is that when his next match comes up, you're going to be aware of his Harry Potter knowledge after that particular round. But it also shows
clue,
that this
my
is something
dude.
that I was hoping to see in the tournament. It was like, okay, well, out of these people that have never played before, who can hang? Would you need inside of this division? We know that John Humphrey.
So far.
Geekdom gets stronger by the round, and it's
he is. Do want to clarify, Johnny Five for Life on the Schmodown Live website. He is listed as a singles and teams competitor, but that could also just mean that he could be in both leagues potentially, but it doesn't say he has to be in both leagues.
So listen,
so just want to give you a heads up.
Haven't watched the Star Wars tournament? Go over to twitch.tv/ and make sure that you are tuned in here every Thursday and Friday for the Intergeekdom tournament. And you want the matches a little early? Become a Schmodown patron today.
Schmodown patrons
/Schmodown and sign up today, and you will get the matches early. All right, Mark. Once again, my friend, thank you for joining us today. For Mark, Baby Carrots Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. And what did you miss? Schnikes.
Cut it.
Stop
whining about movies. That's what we're about to do in a few minutes.
We should. I can't wait.
What were you saying? Do you miss cutscenes? Like
do.
Okay, so I'm so glad that you said that, because I was gonna ask you this. Like, are you a fan of Parks and Rec at all?
Yes.
Did you watch what they did with the new special episode that they had? The new one?
Yes.
Okay.
I did. Wait, which one are you doing? The one they did for charity?
Yeah, where they had everyone, where it was during COVID, so they had to do like all of these Skype calls, basically. Yeah. Would you want to see a Schmodown promo in that type of way?
Yes, that'd be so much fun.
Like there's like a behind the scenes a Skype call with like Kaiser and Smets. And then
everything's kayfabe.
And then like, or it's like we're watching like a group video chat for the whole dungeon. So it's like Kaiser, Smets,
constantly popping in and out and all that.
Dungeon. I just had his name inside my head. Why can't I think? It's gonna bug me. Oh my gosh. Name
like Schmodown competitor?
I'm sorry, Eric Zipper. That was the name. was just stuck right there. But just imagine like it's like a group call with them,
and then Mark would like pop out in the background as well.
Who?
Mark and Draco, because they're roommates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it would be like Eric is like on a call, like they're on a strategy call, and then you could see like Mark and Draco like peeking out from the back.
Yes, that would be hilarious. I would like to see something like that. That would be fun.
Taking notes. New potential strengths, weaknesses,
or something with like Rachel Silvestrini, how her and Brandon Hanna live together also, and then Brandon.
Oh my gosh, yes. I love that. I would have loved that. I do know like a handful of other shows that are doing some other things as well. They're doing 30 Rock is coming back here this fall.
I'm excited for that. I love 30 Rock. So I've been watching it. It's on Hulu. So I've been watching 30 Rock to fall asleep to. I always like to try to fall asleep to something that I've already watched before because I have to sleep with the TV on. And 30 Rock has been it lately. Where it was Community for a long time, and now it's finally 30 Rock. Something different.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Does Frank live with Smets? I want to say no.
Yes, they do.
Oh, I thought it was just temporary. He just stayed with them temporarily.
I don't know if they moved out or if he changed. Then I honestly have no idea. But last I know and heard of was that they were living together. But honestly,
yeah, because I know there's a lot of his big changes is being made in Smets' life. So yes, Big Papa Smets coming in. So. Yeah, I do know that's not as easy, obviously when you have an extra roommate as well. All right. So overall, what do you think about this match? What do you think about the IG debuts of both of these competitors, Danny?
This was an exciting match. It definitely didn't go the way that I personally wanted it to go. I really would have loved to have seen Jeannine go a little bit farther into the Inner Geekdom tournament. Just an unlucky spin. I think Sam said it the best. John got a lucky spin, and Jeannine got an unlucky spin. But also, what is luck in the Schmodown? I'm still on that fence about luck and Schmodown and different things like that, and calling luck. Anyways, I do wish that we could have seen Jeannine go a little bit farther. She did excellent in round 1, 9 out of 10 questions. That is nothing.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then she pulled off what she did in round 3. She did a great job in round 3 as well. So that was good. And then John really showed up. John showed up and showed that he knows Harry Potter. And I think that is a good thing and a bad thing because some people are scared of it. But I think there are more people who are not scared of it than are. So that's going to be interesting to see later on in the tournament.
I feel like it's definitely the new slice people are trying to ace. Before it was Middle Earth. And then everyone realized, a lot of people are really good at Middle Earth from that exhibition match. And now I feel like people are kind of moving on to another slice as well, just because it is so public about that Middle Earth being like everyone's so good at it. But they're like, well, what's the other new big slice everyone's freaking out about? Anyway, okay, so I agree with everything you're saying. Both of them showed up really well. Both of them did really fantastic, throughout. And IG is like so difficult. I can't wait to see Jeannine play more IG. I can't wait to see her do more. I can't wait to see her do singles and teams or whatever is going to happen. But also, John pulling through for the Mercs. I'm so excited for you, bro. Can't wait.
Yeah, the Mercs are doing really, really well this season. I think that was a faction that a lot of people slept on it, and they're doing a good job this season for sure.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember who said it. I think it was. I can't remember if it was Brad Gilmore or if it was Frankie Numbus himself that said, that Koi drafted the worst. But considering he's, don't get me wrong, he's not number 1, but at the same time, he's sure as heck not doing awful. He's doing pretty solid. So I'm excited to see how this is going to, pull out over the next handful of matches in the tourney. All right. Okay. So we are going to be heading out and moving over to Ladies Night, where we're going to talk about a whole bunch of awesome stuff. We're going to talk horror movies, the Final Girls. It's actually going to be the Ladies Night Final Girls edition. So it's going to be really fun. We're also going to be doing a bunch of Q&A stuff, talking about, sexuality. We're going to be talking about women's anatomy. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff, when it comes to Q&A over dating and all that good stuff. So it's going to be a real fun time. And it's going to be A clone. Good time.
Woo! Yes.
So crisp, so fresh. All right, so definitely come hang out with us here pretty soon. We're going to be starting here in just a few minutes, so stay tuned. And where can we find you, Danny?
Ooh, y'all know me. You can find me on Twitter at DannyJoy, DANIEEJOY, and you can find me here every Monday with my favorite co-host, Mr. Paul Denuzio, on Chilled Action. I know, you know how it is. You know the truth, though, Alex. You know the truth. You know the truth.
But you're not saying it.
I'm sorry. I love you. That's the link. That's where y'all can find us on Ladies' Night, and we're going to have a good time and talk some talk. So come and find us there also.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah. And we're going to be on Kelsey's channel. So giving you a heads up, we're not going to be on the C2A channel. So definitely go over to Kelsey, subscribe to her channel, and we'll get started here shortly. And I'm Alex Mack, part of the Call to Action crew and Men's Anatomy as well. So just want to give a little quick follow up to that. That's also just very important. And you can find me on Twitter at Call to Action Pod and at Real Alex Mack. All the details and all that fun stuff is in the description box. So just click away down there. And we'll see you soon. Have a great night. Stay safe and wear your damn mask.